Sandy Smith has returned to Tulsa to confront the ones who killed her husband Rich several months ago. She teams up with the district attorney of Tulsa to interrogate the suspects separately. Jack Mason, we have security footage taken at the club my husband owned showing you and your partner invading it with semi-automatic rifles. You shot more than a dozen club patrons and employees, but Rich was the only one you two shot more than once. In fact, you pumped more than 20 shots in him, so...
It's obvious that he was the primary target. The question is, why did you kill him? Who recruited you to eliminate him? If you confess to the murder and point us to the one who hired you, I'm willing to give you a sentence of less than 10 years. If you refuse, or if your partner corrects before you do, you will receive a life sentence, and maybe even the death penalty. So, what's it going to be? Alright, I'll tell you what I know. Buck and I were hired by Mr. Munson, because he thought that killing your husband would send a clear message that anyone willing to testify against Munson would be a target.
Do you have proof that Munson hired you?
Yes. Just check my and Buck's bank records and those of Fred Munson. He paid us each $8,000 for the deed. He also arranged for our flight to California.
Munson is such an idiot. He was only charged with drug dealing, which Rich knew about, but killing Rich means Munson will be charged with murder.
Jack was the one who persuaded me to join him. I needed the money Munson offered to pay off this massive debt I owed the local loan shark. Jack has been a hired gun for Munson for years. He is the worst criminal. I'll gladly testify against both of them.
Good. It will be a pleasure nailing Jack Mason and Fred Munson. Assuming you are telling the truth.
Jack told me everything. He is prepared to testify against Mr. Munson.
Well done, Mrs. Smith. With both the murder suspects confessing, we should be able to put Munson away for good. This is your fault. Why did we have to go after Rich Smith and his club, and in front of dozens of people? We should have waited until after the club was closed.
Hey, I never would have killed anyone if you hadn't talked me into it.